It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. And on tap tonight, it's the Sacramento Kings going up against the Orlando Magic at Amway Center. Well, for Orlando, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. One young gun we'll see tonight, Marvin Bagley. Cut in the mold of the modern age big man, can put the ball on the floor and score in a variety of ways, Ken.
And he competes. I love a guy who loves a challenge. He accepts his responsibility and becomes a really good primary scorer for his team.
You know, it gives you a lot of different looks. With a little more polish and strength, he could be a major factor in this league.
And with that, it is just about time for the tip. We'll see you right back here for halftime.
We're in the place they call the Amway Center in downtown Orlando, Florida. It's the home of the Magic, where we are broadcasting our action live today. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Thrilled to be back in Orlando, the Magic ready for that home court advantage. This is a team showing a better record this year over last. This was their goal, and it's coming to fruition so far.
And when I look at Orlando, I love what they've been able to do this season. Last year, really just a struggle for them, but they've clearly put that behind them.
Oh, they're a different team this year for sure. They've got that confidence, that drive back. That was missing for so much of last year.
We are seeing some guys who were role players last year, Doris, now stepping up in their games individually and becoming more prominent.
Well, I think that has to do with two things. First, the offseason work you put in. It's really advanced at this point. And what that work that you put in the offseason does is it raises your confidence level. And when you step between the lines, you better believe you can contribute. So it's, yes, it's skill development, it's strength, it's conditioning, it's nutrition. There's so many things that go into a role player starting to become more assertive and more involved.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox is at the point with Hield next to him at the 2. Jackson and Bagley hold down the forward spots. And it's Randolph in at the center position. Here's Bamba. It's rebounded by Randolph. And here are the Kings now. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Dave Yeager. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Their game plan appears to be putting that defense front and center in this one.
Yeah, and that's where they're going to put their energy early on. They don't want this to become a run-and-gun type of game.
I do think they'll benefit if they're certainly controlling the tempo, and that's why the emphasis is on the defensive end of the floor. Get back quickly and build your defense.
For Sacramento, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Outside Jackson. Poked away. Fox kicks to Randolph. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
He might not elevate like some of the other guys on the court, but as we've learned, Randolph knows how to get the ball in the basket.
Now, here's Bamba. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Isaac passes to Bamba. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And even though Bamba needs to add a lot of strength, he does have the body control to convert through contact.
Fox against Grant. Fox kicks to Randolph. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Heald. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Boy, too much of a cushion given to him on that jump shot. That's a big-time no-no.
Passes it to Bamba. And here is Isaac. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Wow, how about the focus from the big man? Jonathan Isaac comfortable in the paint.
Fox kicks to Heald. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Left side, Randolph. Fox against Grant. Baseline Jay on the way. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Orlando the other way now. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, that was more than just a tough loss. That was a complete embarrassment.
Look, Greg, they simply didn't bring it. And that's one of those losses that you just have to throw away and forget about. What we know about Jonathan Isaac is he's got incredible length coming out of Florida State. And the team knew, guys, that it would take some time to develop because he's so young. But with that frame and the potential his offensive game has, he can be scary in the future.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And Doris with Isaac, unfortunately, he missed a lot of his rookie year to injury.
Well, it was a disappointment for the young man, to be sure, Kevin. But he talked to Aaron Gordon about dealing with the injury and that lost time. Let's remember, Gordon went through the same situation as a rookie.
And so he makes both from the line.
You know, early on, Jonathan Isaac has drawn some comparisons to Kevin Durant. This is a long, athletic, multi-talented forward. He's got tremendous potential.
Now, here's Randolph. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Miami. To the wing right side. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Randolph's got 5 now.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Fox against Grant. Pass to Gordon. Back to Grant. Down low. And the basket by Gordon.
Quick instincts from the savvy big man. Aaron Gordon getting his shot off under duress. Nice.
Fox with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Heald. Moves back up. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a 3-point play chance here for him.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Sacramento shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting. So some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
And that one misses.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's Fox following the basket by Evan Fournier. Heald dishes to Fox. Outside Randolph. Heald the pass to Fox. Over Grant. Fox no good. And so Grant will bring it up for Orlando. Here's Fournier, and Orlando again with the bucket.
What a polished offensive game. Fournier cashing in from the mid-range.
Fox against Grant. Heald kicks to Randolph. Fades back. Misses off the right iron.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
Grant against Fox to the inside. Stolen by Randolph. All alone. zone, and it's Fox with the jam.
And you have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
Now, here's Bamba. And it's Gordon missing.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
De'Aaron Fox, another hyper-athletic point guard out of Kentucky. Great size at 6'4". He can impact the game at both ends.
And De'Aaron Fox made his mark at Kentucky with his terrific on-ball defense. He puts a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah, I mean, he picks up 94 feet, and that's really how you set the bar for your team, with how hard you compete at the defensive end.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Fox.
Boy, you think about the Orlando Magic last season and the strong start they got out to, and it sort of faded away very quickly afterward. They ended the year as one of the worst teams in the East.
Vucevic checked in for the Magic. Augustine comes in for Jaren Grant, and then for Sacramento, Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Zach Randolph, and it's Bogdanovich in for Jackson. And for the Magic, part of their struggles, Doris, were injuries.
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. Pretty much every member of their rotation missed time at some point. How about this? No player started more than 57 games. You know, above all else, it's impossible to do well when you are constantly shuffling lineups due to injury.
And now Sacramento on the break. Hield with the bucket. Hield's got his second basket of the game.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And so Orlando again turning it over. Terrence Ross is checked in for Fournier. And a change for the Kings. Bielitz is checked in for the Sacramento Kings. Their last game, a loss to the Heat in Miami. Now Fox. His last outing, he had 8 points.
He's fighting it in this quarter. Hasn't been able to get into any sort of groove.
No good from Ross.
Well, he gets the separation he needs. You can't say the same for his aim, though.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Augustine. Some last season stats for him. 15th in free throw percentage. And he was also extremely dependable behind the three-point line, finishing the season among the top 20 in three-point percentage.
And let's again give him credit for knocking down free throws at such a torrid pace. He was operating in a steady groove all last season. Here's Bogdanovich. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket of the night. The Magic trail by 5. Augustine with it, now guarded by Fox. Bogdanovich against Ross. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Ross has got his first bucket in this one.
When the mid-range is working for Terrence Ross, he's going to create problems. It's just a matter of can he do it consistently, Kev.
Sacramento moving it around, and Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And Augustine kicks to Gordon. Over Bagley. And it's Gordon missing. Stolen by Gordon. To the left wing. Augustine looking around. To the inside. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Here's Bogdanovich. Again, Sacramento.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
And Augustine kicks to Ross. Here's Gordon. That's tipped.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooter. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Augustine against Fox. Augustine passes to Vucevic. Second shot opportunity. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
This guy, a strong rebounder who uses his frame well. Vucevic has a knack for being in the right spot.
Augustine against Fox. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Fox has got 6 points. The Magic trail by 9. The pass to Isaac. Kicks it to Vucevic. Pass to Augustine. Clock at 6. Here's Gordon. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got 4 rebounds in this game.
He's obviously still trying to find the range. No success this quarter. You wonder what it would take to get him to pass the ball.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you, if you don't box out well, expect to get burned. You can't afford to give them second chance opportunities.
And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's his first foul. Jarrell Martin's checked in for the Magic. Jonathan Simmons comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Sacramento also making some changes. Kufis checked in for Bagley. And Farrell subbed in for Fox. And here is Cauley Stein. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami.
You know, he was also one of their key contributors on the glass. His effort was terrific.
The Magic trail by 7. Martin kicks to Ross. Plenty of space. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Passes it to Kufis. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Dishes it to Cauley Stein. Tries again, and he lays it up and in.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Kosta Kufis picks up a foul. That's his first foul. Kings on D. 7-point differential. Ross. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Terrence Ross, Doris, one of the more athletic wingmen in the league.
Right, Kevin. This guy's got great reach and frame for the position he plays, and he's always been able to dazzle at times, but he can also disappear. So this guy's got to find that ability to get involved and stay active.
And the first one at the line is good. He doesn't get the second one. Nemanja Bjelica, the 2015 EuroLeague MVP, a product of Belgrade, Serbia.
You know, not many people know he grew up in the rough housing complexes known as the blocks in his native country. Similar to New York City in that there's plenty of competition on the basketball courts in that area. And he believes that helped to prepare him for the NBA challenge.
Here's Farrell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Count that one. Here's Augustine. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The dish to Vucevic. He kicks it to Ross. And Jonathan Simmons gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
You have to know when to simply catch and shoot, and it serves Terrence Ross very well that time.
Kings leading now by 6. Here's Farrell. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Vucevic. And Yogi Ferrell, another player who went undrafted, Doris, but has worked to carve out a role here in the NBA.
Well, he's a bit undersized, and you wonder that affect why he wasn't drafted. But this guy has proven a couple things. He can drive it, and he can shoot it, and he can function either off the bench or in a starting spot, and both are critical.
They get it back. Out of bounds. Sacramento takes possession. There's 25 seconds left in the first. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Kings shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
Well, how about the former undrafted, small-framed point guard, Yogi Ferrell, carving his place in this league with quickness, confidence, and an ability to shoot the ball. What a great story.
Good on the second free throw. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here is Augustine. He's covered closely. Just 3 on the clock. No good there.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Right back after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, you really like the activity on the defensive end. Outstanding, jumping into passing lanes and coming up with steals.
And Orlando has possession. Trailing here by 8. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. On the floor for Sacramento, we've got Bogdan Bogdanovic. Kufis out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Ferrell in at the point.
Well, Jonathan Simmons becoming dependable from the mid-range. He understands when to take those shots.
And Sacramento has possession following the bucket by Orlando. Bogdanovic, no luck.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Sacramento leading by 4. Here's Ferrell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. A skill that doesn't show up in the box score, the drawing charge calls. In your opinion, there are, I'm sure, a lot that you think are the best at.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, sometimes this comes at a cost physically that you have to be willing to absorb. I've seen Marcus Smart take a charge from LeBron James. That's 6'8", 250+ pounds, coming at you full speed. Kemba Walker, Draymond Green. But, Kevin, you know this. When you draw a charge, you have essentially given yourself an extra possession, and you've put the opponent at a detriment because it's a foul against that player who's committed it.
Means a lot. Fournier is checked in for Orlando. And a change for Sacramento. Jackson's checked in.
Well, Steve Clifford takes over here in Orlando, and of course he is known for his frankness and his disciplined approach to the game. You think about Clifford's teams, they rarely make unforced errors and are some of the best at minimizing their own mistakes.
Now here's Fournier. 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee. Here's Ferrell. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Farrell's got 4 this quarter.
This guy's a dependable shooter from just about anywhere. Yogi Ferrell has a pretty looking jumper.
And for Clifford, his job in Orlando, Doris, will be to develop the skills of his very young core.
That is correct, and he'll try to get this young group to play intelligently, minimize turnovers. You remember he once famously said the NBA isn't about winning, it's about winning in the playoffs.
Here are the Magic now. Sacramento able to drain the 3. A 3 from Simmons. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And this is where it can get a little personal.
You gotta love seeing this, though, right? Your turn, my turn. They're going at each other.
Here's Farrell. 8 points for him. Outside Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. Vucevic with the block.
Boy, when Vucevic is in that area, he's capable of sending it back.
And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Simmons.
You know, really found his stroke here in the second quarter after missing everything in the first.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami. Takes the 13-footer, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Bogdanovich has got 9. The Magic have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Orlando Magic has struggled to find difference-making players in the draft or in free agency. Their goal is to get younger but get better at the same time. And it's difficult to do, even in the Eastern Conference, but Orlando is determined to get this right. Kevin?
And the journey continues for them and a lot of teams. D.A., thank you. Drills it from outside. Farrell's got the lead up to 11 now for the Kings.
I tell you, get the feeling he's only going to get better as this game wears on. That first quarter was good. His second quarter has been great.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
And in their 2 matchups last season, they came up empty both times. Not really too shocking when you see how they fared overall.
Bamba is checked in for Orlando. And then for Sacramento, Randolph comes in for Bielitsa. And it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovich. Simmons left side. Off target at the rim. Sacramento leading by 11. In the corner, it's Hield. And another 3 for Sacramento.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Simmons kicks to Fournier. Bamba with it. Kufis is there. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And right now, Bamba is still working on the offensive side, but the intent is there, able to draw that foul.
The Magic have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
The first one falls.
And sort of known for that crazy length, Bamba's also extremely bright. Got offers from Ivy League schools, including Harvard.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Doris, when you talk about coaching, aside from wins and losses, how can you gauge if a coach is doing a good job?
Well, you make a great point, Kevin, because if an organization is in a rebuild situation, then winning is almost impossible because you're outgunned and outmanned every single night. So to evaluate those coaches, here are the things I would look at. 1, are you maximizing the talent at your disposal? Are your player development skills at such a degree that you're seeing incremental improvement from the guys on your roster? And then ultimately, Kevin, are guys playing hard? Are they competitive every night? Even if the wins don't necessarily show in the box score and at the end of the, the regular season, the reality is, are you playing hard? Are you competitive?
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Now here's Simmons. 7 points in the game. And Vucevic kicks to Simmons. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta, where they'll take on the Hawks. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Outside, Randolph. On the wing, Jackson. Here's Farrell. 11 points in the game. Kufis inside.
All right, a chance to see some stats for Simmons. Last season's performance for him. Last year averaged 14 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And right now, he's just a role player, but he's working hard and contributing in spurts.
Well, we've certainly seen flashes of what this guy can do, but he has got to find a way to consistently do it if he wants to be a starter.
And the first one at the line is good.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And he can't hit the second. Nikola Vucevic has done a great job of improving, Doris, his playmaking ability as a center.
And it's the way the league is moving. More and more centers are acting like playmakers. Vucevic, one of them. This guy has upped his assist average in each of the last 5 years. Incredible.
Here's Farrell. The Magic getting the bucket. Stolen by Bamba. To the paint. Kufis grabs the miss. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Sacramento. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
And when the defense isn't there, Greg, you really open up the floodgates for the other team. They didn't have any heart.
The Magic trail by 14. Ross finds Simmons. Baseline jumper. Bank shot. No good.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
Now here's Jackson. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami. Randolph can't hit. Ross with it. And that's a foul called on Yogi Ferrell. That's his first foul. Orlando making some changes. Gordon's checked in for Vucevic. Isaac comes in for Ross. And it's Grant in for Simmons. Sacramento also making some changes. Bagley, he's checked in for Kufis. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Farrell. And clearly, Steve Clifford wants to talk it over.
Zach Randolph, a paragon of consistency over his career. In his prime, a nightly 20 and 10 guy, and still producing.
Fournier against Hield. Fournier passes to Gordon. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Marvin Bagley picks one up. And the Memphis Grizzlies retiring Randolph's number 50 going into last season.
And helped forge an identity for that team and really made them relevant. I mean, he's played on a handful of teams, but I think Memphis was that match made in heaven.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
There is some Blake Griffin, a younger Blake Griffin in Aaron Gordon, right? The explosive, ferocious forward takes pleasure in hammering it down.
Now, here's Grant. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Gordon kicks to Fournier. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Sacramento leading by 11. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I'll tell you, with that being his second foul, now you've got to be more careful. You can't give the officials any excuse to whistle him for number 3 before the end of this half.
Now, here's Bagley. Feeds it to Randolph.
And he just takes pleasure in shutting his man down. I love seeing Bamba work this hard on that end of the floor.
The lead now cut to single digits. Isaac's got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Fox kicks to Randall. Got a hand on it. Pass to Isaac. Wide open look. Sacramento grabs the miss. Bagley's got 6 rebounds in the game. Hield against Fournier. Hield finds Randolph. Oh, here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, the agility, the mobility, the speed of Aaron Gordon in the fast break, just such a tough cover.
Sacramento leading by 7. Hield outside. To end the drought. And it's good on the layup. Hield's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
Now Grant. No points in the game yet for him. Now the pass to Isaac. Kicks to Bamba. 6 to shoot. There's the feed to Fournier. Over Hield. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Fournier.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Jackson passes to Bagley.
I mean, he's a real wrecking ball inside. Once Bagley has solid position, you almost have to foul him.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. The Magic making a switch here. Augustine's checked in. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Kings. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Jackson. So he comes up empty at the line. The Magic trail by 7. It's stolen by Hield. Pass to Bogdanovic. His 3-pointers off the mark. And the Magic with possession. They're on a 13-5 run here. Augustine against Fox. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. For Orlando, they have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Boy, just never a good idea to give this guy too many chances at the line. He's going to cash in.
Inside, and it's Fox with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Now here is Augustine. To the paint. And the dunk by Grant.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Hield after Jaren Grant's bucket. Hield dishes to Fox. There's 1:26 left here in the second.
Boy, that's high-impact defense in the lane. Standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Hield kicks to Bagley. Over Gordon. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Magic trail by 5. Lob pass to Gordon.
I'll tell you, the activity of Aaron Gordon looking aggressively to take his opportunities offensively. That is really nice stuff.
Sacramento's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Fox passes to Bogdanovich. Here's Hield. He's covered by Isaac. Hield against Grant. Clock at 6. Shoots. That one wide left.
Boy, with that much space around him, maybe he's better off attacking the basket than settling for the jumper.
Goes back up. Over in the corner, Isaac. Pass to Bamba. Inside, Augustine. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. Well, free throw drops for Augustine. Jarrell Martin's checked in for Bamba. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Sacramento. And he makes both free throws. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. Up top, Fox. Headed by Augustine. Fox against Augustine. Shot from 12. Fox, no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's Sacramento. They're up by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Dave Yeager, Coach, how do you keep up the defensive pressure and slow down their offense?
We got to just try to keep them in front of us and shoot jumpers, and then no second chances.
Rebounding is your team's strength. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. It was a fast pace for Sacramento at the outset. At one point, they had a 9-point lead fueled by some entertaining defensive and offensive plays. After one, they held an 8-point advantage. Heading into the second quarter, the wheels started to fall off the cart as they were outscored by a healthy margin, but were still able to limp into halftime nursing a 1-point lead. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando?
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion in their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
Welcome back, folks. The downtown skyline of Orlando, Florida, looking especially striking tonight. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And so Grant will bring it up for the Magic. It's a one-point game. Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Orlando. Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Fournier out there with Grant. And it's Isaac into the 3 slot. For the lead, Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Fox. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
That gives them the lead. 9 points for Aaron Gordon.
How about the touch and the under control nature of what Aaron Gordon is doing close to the cup? That's nice.
We saw Gordon making big strides in his game last season, Doris, and it started with his shooting.
Well, specifically his long-range shooting, right, Kev? Because the 3 started to fall, and then that opened up other scoring options for him. Boy, it really seemed to come together for this guy, a rising star in just 1 year.
Now here's Gordon. And the dunk by Bamba.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
Sacramento with the ball. After the Magic pick up 2. Healed against Fournier. Shot clock at 5. Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Heel. And it's the Magic with the ball. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Grant surveying the D. The shot, no good.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
It's tipped.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
And he comes up with the deuce. Bamba's got 4 points this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Bagley. Stolen by Bamba. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Fournier. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. The Kings trail by 3 to the middle. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be smart to rely more on a couple of their other options.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Fox. He's got 8. Jackson kicks to Heel. Outside for Jackson. And the turnover again by Sacramento.
And now a moment to see the stats for Fournier. A very nice season for him last year. Put up about 17 points a game, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Well, and this is exactly who he is, a flat-out scoring machine. You plug him in and let him go to work.
He's looking for Gordon and finds him. Over Jackson, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul that goes against Sacramento.
And this, to me, is where Aaron Gordon can excel. This guy embraces contact on the way up.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Two shots.
That free throw missing.
Well, we know this about Aaron Gordon, guys. The athleticism has always been there at an NBA level. Now he's paired that with the improved shooting from a year ago, and that turned into his best year as a pro, and I believe he's a budding star.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Vucevic checked in for Bamba. Terrence Ross comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And Simmons subbed in for Grant. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a 3-point play.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Yeah, with the score this close, guys, I am shocked at the lack of defensive aggressiveness. That has to be shored up.
On the free throw, no good. And with Gordon, he even made a bid for an all-star spot.
Well, agreed. I thought he had a solid case to be an all-star, Kev, and he knows that he is the focus of opposing defenses now, and he had to adjust his game to where he can produce while being double-teamed and sometimes trapped on the catch.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Outside Fournier. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Doris, last year, another season where Evan Fournier continued to improve his scoring.
Well, it's really been amazing to watch this guy refine his game over the last several years. Very judicious with the shots he takes. Not going to wow you too often, but a very consistent contributor.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
I think what we're seeing from Evan Fournier is this guy is a terrific young player who's willing to do a little bit of everything.
And so Fournier nails both of them. The Kings trail by 4. Farrell kicks to Randolph. Over Gordon. Randolph can't hit.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously cold right now, but he's trying to find that rhythm. You've got to keep working.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2. Shots.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. The Kings trail by 5. Here's Farrell. He's got 13. He dishes it to Koufos. Poked loose. And now here comes Simmons leading the break.
Well, you can see why his teammates love playing with him. Vucevic willing to find the open guy.
Here's Farrell. He kicks it to Koufos. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Zach Randolph. Here's Farrell, guarded by Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Farrell can't hit.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Gordon finds Simmons. Gordon inside. Cauley Stein defending, and it's Gordon missing. And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That's foul number 2 for him. Martin's checked in for the Magic. And then for Sacramento, Bielitsa, he's checked in for Jackson. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Yogi Ferrell. Now, here's Bogdanovic. He's got 9. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Martin kicks to Ross. Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Aaron Gordon showing he can jump out of the gym. How about that alley-oop?
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Bogdanovich passes to Bielitsa. Simmons against Teal. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Bielitsa to stop the run. Here's Koufos. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in. Koufos has got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Simmons passes to Gordon. Koufos grabs the miss. Koufos has got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's Bielitsa. Nice shot from the wing. Now just a 5-point Magic lead. And Simmons has got the ball here for Orlando. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Tries again. Vucevic. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And it's blocked by Simmons.
A strong defender. Bottom line, Simmons with the athleticism to send that back.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on the Sacramento Kings.
2 shots. Foul. 2.
Well, we know this about Nikola Vucevic, right? He's always been a reliable option on the offensive end. He's at his best when he's sort of balancing that inside and outside game. This guy a year ago focused on posting up and getting better looks close to the basket.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Vucevic. And as talented as Vucevic is on offense, detractors will always question, Doris, his defense.
Well, I think, Kevin, there's no secret here that his defense is not as strong as his offense. But from a purely statistical standpoint, his team is much better with him on the floor.
The Magic making a switch here. Augustine's checked in.
Well, Nikola Vucevic is a capable back-to-the-basket scorer, and he plays with tremendous confidence, guys.
Bogdanovich against Simmons. Koufos kicks to Bielitsa. Sacramento moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Good work defensively by Martin.
And as he squares up from mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, classic example of crowding the shooter, not letting him get comfortable in the mid-range. Gets it to very close range, but there was no way the defense going to back off and give him that layup.
Hield finds Bogdanovich. They kick out to Hield. Over Augustine. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Hield. Well, Orlando shooting 47%, pretty solid. Here's Augustine, and he can't bank that one in. Sacramento's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Bogdanovich passes to Koufos. And there's the foul. It's on Jarrell Martin. That's foul number 2 for him. Cauley-Stein kicks to Bogdanovich. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Cauley-Stein. It's Bielitsa.
I love, Kevin, that Terrence Ross is trying to affect the shot-making ability of his opponent. He can be a pesky defender.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Orlando has possession. The pass to Hield. Ross with the steal. Kicks to Augustine. Over Hield. The Magic again can't hit. The Kings trail by 5. Dishes to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. From deep. It's hauled in by the Magic. Right side Simmons. No good that time. Good D by Bogdanovich. Sacramento's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. But he recovers it. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Magic with the ball. Magic leading by 5. And here's Augustine. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Ross dishes to Simmons. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
I'll tell you, good work to pound it down low and finish in tight.
Hield kicks to Bielitsa. Bogdanovich looking around. High post, Cauley Stein. Clock at 6. Lays it up off the glass.
Timeout.
Cauley Stein's got 6 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And Bogdan Bogdanovich, Greg, a highly decorated player internationally. Multiple silver medals with the Serbian national team, a EuroLeague champion back in 2017.
I mean, he's a talented player, very skilled, and at 6'6" can play either guard spot. Great shooter. I think he's one to watch.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Ross. And it's Grant in for Simmons. Bagley, he's checked in for Sacramento. Fox comes in for Hield. The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:04 left to play in the third. Fox kicks to Cauley Stein. Back to Fox. Outside Bogdanovich. Kept alive by Sacramento.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
He feeds it to Bagley.
And this is obviously where you'd like to see a 2-for-1.
Absolutely. You have to execute. No reason why they can't get a couple of chances at scores.
Stolen by Martin. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley Stein. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Bamba.
And after shooting over 50% from the field in that first half, they're having a little bit of a struggle here in the second.
Now, here's Fox. Back to Bogdanovich. Off target with that shot. And so it's the Orlando Magic bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Back to the action after this word. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The Kings trail by 7 on the court for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Down low, it's Bagley and Cauley-Stein. And it's Bielitsa in at the 3. Now, here's Fox. To the paint, here's Cauley-Stein. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And that's one of Fox's strengths, trying to involve his teammates first. A really good passer who wants to play for his guys.
Here's Grant. To the inside. Here's Fournier, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Magic lead by 7.
When Evan Fournier is this assertive, because he's got such a versatile game, he is hard to slow down.
Grant against Fox. There's the dish to Cauley-Stein. From 15 feet away. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Stolen by Jackson. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, sprinting end to end, but under control. That's the key.
No, exactly right, Greg. You can't go too fast. He pulled that off in brilliant fashion.
Now here is Augustine. Takes a shot at the elbow, and it's Fox with the rebound.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
The Magic making a switch here. Gordon's checked in, and a change for Sacramento. Zach Randolph, he's checked in for Cauley-Stein. Randolph finds Bogdanovich. Good on the triple.
He hits one in the first half, another here. Not prolific, but the defense has to keep an eye on him.
Fournier against Bogdanovich. Here's Isaac. The shot off that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. To the paint. Stolen by Grant. And here we go with the Magic fast break.
Boy, at his size, does Jonathan Isaac move so well? The long strides in transition. Wow.
The Kings trail by 4. And Bogdanovich kicks to Jackson. To the middle, shot from 6, and it's blocked by Gordon. Bucket is good, and it's 9 points for Zach Randolph. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Outside Gordon. Rebound by the Kings. Jackson in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 4 assists now tonight.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now, here's Grant. Pass to Isaac. Feeds to Fournier. Got a piece of it. Fox with it. Here's Bagley. The feed to Randolph. Outside Bogdanovich. 5 on the clock. Floats one, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Evan Fournier. And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Magic trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
To the middle. And they get it. It's deflected. Now Bogdanovich. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jaren Grant. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit. Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid.
Bamba's shot is off. Kings leading now by 3. Fox kicks to Jackson. Back to Fox. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Gordon's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Boy, what a tough night. Imagine what their lead would be if he were having a better night from the field.
And how about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean, it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
Now, here's Bagley. 11 feet away. Randolph can't hit.
Well, the offense got him the ball in exactly the position they wanted. That's just better defense.
And the dunk by Bamba. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 11 rebounds. Here's Fox after the Magic pick up 2. To the wing right side. Fades back. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. The Magic have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Fox against Grant. Bamba passes to Fournier. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. On Thursday, they'll continue the road trip heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks. Then on Sunday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And looking at that Timberwolves matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Outside Jackson, pass to Bogdanovich. He kicks to Fox. 6 to shoot. Jackson dishes to Fox. They get the rebound. Here's Bagley. And he banks in the layup. And the Kings lead by 1.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
Grant kicks to Bamba. Back to Grant. Pass to Isaac. Gordon inside. Jackson on him. And the basket by Gordon.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Mohamed Bamba.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Dave Yeager went over with his team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
That one is off. And the second free throw, good.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Grant against Fox. Grant kicks to Fournier. And right on target. Good. Fournier's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just so adept at sizing up the defense, guys. You cannot give Fournier any space.
There's the pass to Bagley. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 5th assist in this one.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
Stolen by Randolph. Inside, here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for it.
Yeah, a big change of possession in a tight ball game. We'll see if they've seized the momentum.
Out of hand on it. On the wing, Heel. Back to Jackson. And it's sent back by Isaac.
You can see the long wingspan of Jonathan Isaac coming into play twice on the pipes.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now here's Vucevic. Over in the corner, Isaac. No good, unable to end this run.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Fournier against Hield. To the inside, Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
Sacramento leading by 3. Fox kicks to Jackson. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. That's good from Bagley. The Magic trail by 6. Grant finds Vucevic. Outside Fournier. And Grant now top of the key. Vucevic to the pass to Fournier. And he's good on the 3-ball. Fournier's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Wow. Evan Fournier, calm in the face of the storm. Big-time shot.
Vucevic against Randolph. Lets it go from the wing. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
How pretty was that turnaround? That is one of the slick moves in the business.
It's Fournier on the wing, covered by Hield. Oh, that's blocked.
And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
Aaron Gordon in a big moment, unafraid to deliver. How pretty is that?
Kings leading now by 3. Fox kicks to Randolph. Knocked away. It's stolen by Vucevic. Fournier passes to Isaac. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Wow, evolving before our eyes. Jonathan Isaac wanting the big bucket. Go ahead.
Outside Randolph. Here's the lob to Randolph, and Randolph slams it in.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Isaac misses. Sacramento's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. The wide open look here for Fox. And again, it's Sacramento converting. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Magic. Kicks to Vucevic. Over Randolph. And it's Vucevic missing. Here's Gordon. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Randolph. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw line. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
And Fournier kicks to Gordon. To the middle, stolen by Randolph. Knocked away. Stolen by Grant. Here's Vucevic. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Vucevic so confident in himself, and his teammates come along with him.
Pass to Randolph. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Vucevic. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Randolph was an Indiana State champion coming out of high school, so you know the pressure of the NBA doesn't bother him. There's nothing more intense than that when you talk about that Indiana high school tournament.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Down low. Bagley dishes to Randolph. Vucevic with the block.
Can't waste a second now. And even then, there's still little chance.
No, exactly. They've got to act quickly. They don't have a ton of time to work with.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here.
Boy, don't you love it. As calm as can be, seals the win with some tremendous work at the free throw line.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're down by 9. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they'll need a very quick basket out of this timeout.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Martin's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Ross comes in for Isaac. Jonathan Simmons is checked in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Jaren Grant. Sacramento also making some changes. Kufis checked in for Bagley. Bielitsa comes in for Justin Jackson. And Yogi Ferrell subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. And so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're behind by 8. 26 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here is Ross. Martin, the pass to Augustine. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
Almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle.
Hield kicks to Jackson. So it's Sacramento picking up the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Zach Randolph. Zebo, what was the biggest difference tonight?
We just came out. We was more physical this game. We came out with being aggressive, and that's what we had to do. We got stops and being aggressive, and you know everybody contributed tonight. It was a team win.
Well, physical is who you guys are, Zach. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.